stories as we begin this new week. I mean, this is really steep. These rises are steep.
No, absolutely. If not the biggest story in the country right now, because it affects everything from food costs and travel costs as well, right, Pradhan? But yes, these are the new prices for July that we have seen come through from the Department of Mineral Resources earlier on today, making that announcement about the higher fuel costs. So 93 octane will cost R2.37, while 95 octane will cost R2.57. Diesel going to cost about R2.30, and then paraffin an increase of R1.66. So the factors that were highlighted here by the Department of Mineral Resources was the price of Brent crude continuing to remain at high levels. So in the period that they are reporting on here for July, it was at around $115 a barrel. It didn't help, though, in the last 2 weeks of this reporting period. Eskom announced the stage 6 load shedding, and that caused the rand to plummet after actually having a really good run. So the rand is currently reeling at over 16 rand against the US dollar, and that obviously has an impact on our fuel because we're a net importer rather of Brent crude, and of course we buy that in US dollars. So what does it mean for how much you'll be paying for a litre? Let's take a look at that. So going forward now, for the grades of 93 and 95 octane, you'll be paying over 26 rand a litre. And then for diesel, you'll be paying a 25 rand 53 a litre. And then paraffin is going to cost you almost 20 rand a litre. And it's sad because there are many lower income households that rely on paraffin for cooking as well as for heating their homes. And in the time of winter, this is not an ideal situation. But what it also means for the broader consumer in South Africa is that you'll be paying more for everything that you consume, whether it be food or petrol when you travel. And goods and services across the country are going to have to go up because companies can no longer take in those increased input costs. Those at some stage have to filter through to the consumer. And then, of course, it also speaks to the rising food inflation or overall inflation, which is above the SARB's target range for the first time, and that is going to strong arm the SARB to increase interest rates at a more aggressive rate so that they can target that inflation. So this is the kind of picture that we're looking at from Wednesday. Inland fuel prices will be increasing to the numbers that I've just mentioned, and no doubt a very tough time for the South African consumer, Pradhan.
Yeah, tough time indeed. And of course, it's not just the one who owns a vehicle or a motorbike or a truck or a bus. It's everything along that value chain that is going to be affected, as the transportation costs will certainly be driven up.